The opposition has yet again failed to give us an alternative to Tinubu's policies. I repeat, the opposition yet again has failed to give us an alternative to what Tinubu is doing in Nigeria today, all his policies. The work of the opposition is to tell us that this is our own economic plan. This is what we will do differently from this current government. This is where the government is getting it wrong. But all we have is banter and banga boys from the opposition. Obi has failed. Atiku has failed. All the opposition leaders, they have failed because there's no more time. There's no more time. Elections coming 2027. You think that there is time. Now the opposition is supposed to stand and tell Nigerians, this is the directive we are supposed to go. This is where the APC has taken us to. This is the reality that we are supposed to be facing today. These are the lies the APC is telling us. But nothing. There's nothing tangible from the opposition. In other countries, the opposition will tell us that this particular tax bill, look at the default in the tax bill. Look at what we can do better. Look at this policy of Nail Fund that the government is carrying money saying they are borrowing students. This is how we can do it better. There is no alternative. Nigerians need alternative. Opposition brings an alternative to the government. It is not becoming a banga boy. We are dead. We are lost and this. Nigerians are confused. They need somebody that will lead them. As it is now, most Nigerians don't like a Tinubu and the APC. No matter how much the APC try to use media propaganda or to use hypo to watch themselves, the APC are always the bad guys. But however, they are holding the narrative. If you control the narrative, you control the vote. You control the politics. The APC has taken the narrative from the obedient movement. Usually, on social media, if you talk about Tinubu, they will blast you, they will attack you. But now it is different. People are even, in fact, the obedient, the opposition, they are on the defensive. Normally, the ruling party should be on the defensive, while the opposition will attack. The best form of defense is attack. But the opposition, they are the ones on the defensive. It is the ruling government that is attacking them, left, right, center. Because the Tinubu administration understand how to hold on to the narrative, how to use the media. Whether they are saying truth or not, or lies or not, they know how to pass their information. Just look at example. The last time they said they have fixed the refinery, Port Harcourt and Kaduna refinery. The media propaganda that followed it, at the end of the day, we discovered that it were all lies. The Port Harcourt refinery cannot be profitable. That is why today we are depending on Dangote. It is even the people that were attacking the government, not the opposition, bringing out a policy document saying that this is what our refinery can give us. This is the reality of our refineries. This is where the government is lying. Nothing. I did a broadcast. I said, if the opposition come into power, they will likely not change anything that Tinubu is doing. Me, I'm not in support of the APC because the foundation at which you create something is very important. APC is going to self-destruct. I repeat, APC as a party is going to self-destruct. In Lagos State, in Yoruba land, we have the Yoruba Ronu, we have the APC. We have Yorubas and the APC. Yorubas do not totally align with the APC. APC is a different party on their own, a different people on their own. The conservatives, they are a different people. So, me personally, I don't like the APC. Yes. Because all these ones, they are politicians. They are for their own personal interest. They are using the Yoruba and Igbo, whatever, tribalism to cash out into power. Yes, anytime they want to contest election, they will now bring the narrative. Igbo want to take over Lagos. This and that. Any available opportunity a politician sees to use to install himself in power, he will do so. That is what the APC does not represent the Yoruba people. So if I say I'm not in support of Tinubu, somebody will think that I don't like Yoruba. Tinubu does not represent the Yoruba people. Tinubu has maybe 15 years. If he's 50, somebody that is 80 years adds 10 years to his own years. He doesn't have any active. He's not going to be active anymore. APC will self-destruct. Like I said, after Tinubu leaves the APC, you now know that APC, in fact, the division in APC, a past division. Most of the Yorubas you see today, they will dump the APC and look for a conservative party. That is the plan. After Tinubu's leaves, or he is no more the president of Nigeria, most Yorubas will dump the APC because the plan the Fulani will use, the Fulani may hijack the APC, and when they become president, they can do things and undo. So the Yorubas will abandon the party for them, the way the Fulani abandoned the APC. So as it stands today, the opposition is supposed to be like a guideline, telling us the next actions we are taking, engaging the government. Every little step that the government take, the opposition will engage the government and analyze. Have a lot of people. You see what the APC is doing? They are activating young boys and girls. They have the funds. They are activating them to hold on the narrative on social media. Left, right, center. Blue tick, blue tick, blue tick. APC go talk. They will talk about APC. Now, there's a strategy. They will attack the opposition candidates. They will look for the faults. Obi, his weakness, whatever it is. They will look for any small thing they can use. They will hammer on it, hammer. You know, when you repeat something over and over again, it becomes a norm. It becomes part of you. Before you know, the human brain will be absorbing it, and it becomes your reality. Yes. For me personally, Obi will be very good as the president, but the kind of color the APC propagandist, the APC party, the kind of thing they have used to design Obi, my brother, now them hold political power. I don't know what is wrong with the opposition. And it is even bad for an article to become a leader of the opposition. These are the people that destroy the chances of any meaningful opposition in Nigeria. They are telling Obi, let us know where you are going. Oh. Let us know your own movement, because politics is like football. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. We can only project like speculate. Anything can happen. Like I said, what the APC wants is for an article to become the face of the opposition. That is what they want. They don't want Jonathan to run for election. Now there's a court case against Jonathan to stop Jonathan from running for elections. They don't want Obi to run solo, because it's going to dampen the chance of a Tinubu. If we have Jonathan run for election, Obi run for election, they will share the votes in southern Nigeria because the sentiment is high. The people that will support, now that I gonna say people no like Tinubu in southern Nigeria. If you have a Obi and a Jonathan, 2027 on the ballot, although Tinubu may scale because of the APC, they are not ready for anything free. See, APC have not come to play. Whether it is spiritual, physical, financial, mental, everywhere, APC is buckling themselves because Tinubu wants to be president at all cost, whatever cost it is. He wants to complete his 8 years, and it's unfortunate that he has shown that he's Jagaban. He has crippled the opposition. No meaningful thing from a Obi, no meaningful thing from the obedient movement, no meaningful thing from Atiku, no meaningful thing from the PDP. Nothing meaningful. They are just scattered. And within their eyes, they know that this man is activating people in their parties to destroy the party. Yet they don't have a plan for themselves. If you are in a boxing ring and somebody throws a punch, what should you do? You defend. You know that this person has planned to throw that punch, and you are not defending. You know that Tinubu is actively full-time wants to bring down the opposition, but yet you are not doing anything meaningful to stop him. Tinubu is not that you see, all these people that are like dictators or tyrants, now them they easy. Now them they fear pass. Now them they fear pass. I talked about the Nigerian army and insecurity. I said that there is no president in Nigeria that can solve insecurity. There is no president. Una go there, they deceive themselves up and down. There is no president in Nigeria. Even the Jagaban himself, he cannot play politics without insecurity that is going on in northern Nigeria. If the people, if the elders, if the politicians, If the northern stakeholders do not want insecurity to end, nobody can stop insecurity in northern Nigeria. No matter how good Tinubu is politically, he cannot use politics to stop this state. The Nigerian army, you go to follow them like egg. Nigerian army, you go to follow them like egg. The Nigerian army have a mind of their own. If they said today that they want to stop Tinubu now, Tinubu is a bloody civilian in their eyes. So it's unfortunate. And it's unfortunate. Not that Tinubu is too special like that. But these guys just show that they're not ready. They're not ready to carry people along. You know how many, the hope people had on the P2B and the obedient movement? People were willing, at least to have somebody that a movement that will oppose the APC. But in fact, I don't know. If we cannot manage opposition like this, how would the opposition manage government? That's the question. If you cannot manage opposition like this, how would you manage Nigerian government that is complex, with different people with their different agenda to destroy you? How would you manage it? If you cannot, look at Tinubu during the opposition. No say now, but APC don't cast too. But look at Tinubu during the opposition, how he was active behind the scene. He was vocal. Look at his tweets on Christian massacre, on subsidy. They organized themselves. They went out to protest. Look at how the APC took power from PDP under Jonathan. They came out themselves. They held hands together, marched to the National Assembly. They had to even break the door. They pushed the gate of the National Assembly. Bajabiamila flew. He jumped fence. He now said later that I scaled the fence to save democracy. These are the people that took power from the PDP. And look at what they did. But it is time for this opposition. There's nothing. Weaklings, nothing. You see, if you people are ready, see, don't waste the time. Don't waste Nigerians' time. The opposition. Okay, you have a secret plan. You think say Nigerians are ready for your secret plan? We are waiting. We are cooking something under. We want to take them by surprise. We want to do this and that. Do you think that Nigerians are waiting? They have patience for your secret plan? After next year, after this year end, no. if you don't organize yourself, it is too late. You cannot beat Tinubu. After this year end, if you don't organize yourself, you cannot beat Tinubu. We are even talking about reforms. How you can drive a revolution of the mind, revolution of policies, revolution of physical protest, and engagement with all critical sectors in the state, in the Nigerian state. Reforms in the INEC. Like I told you, INEC is the most important department. Forget police, forget DSSO. INEC is the problem. If today INEC declare, okay, whatever result it has, if INEC is really like sincere, and they know that the APC use violence to rig elections, they will nullify the elections because they can tell you that there's violence. There's no how. If they use police one rig elections, they will know that that place is null and void. They will redo the election because of the violence in that. But now president they appoint INEC chairman. Now president they approve INEC budget. A president that is interested in an election, and you tell me that is democracy, and you tell me that you're going to have a free and fair election with the kind and element of Ebola Tinubu. You people don't know him. Oh. Nigerians don't know who Tinubu is. Today, tomorrow, you just see that young man moving as if he cannot kill a fly. He's just doing slow and small. You think that he does not know what he's doing. I mean, you think that he's not active. If you sit down with Tinubu and you have a discussion with Tinubu, you can understand how intelligent that man is. How that man can plan you with his silence and do you a lot of harm with just silence. And we have opposition. You raise the hope of Nigerians. Look at the social media. The APC, yeah, people supporting Tinubu, left, right, and center. This one, that one. And me, I still stand on my ground though. That the APC does not have what it takes to give Nigeria good governance. It is just trial and error. Because the foundation on which the APC was being built is not a foundation. You know what is good governance? Nigerians, do you know what it is? Good governance. What good it is not the one that they cook for you. They want to do some things to make themselves look good. And now we We did this, we did Nelfon, we did that, we did Costa Road, and this and that. At the end of the day, the people do not get to benefit. It does not reflect on the lifestyle, the lives of the people. Well, it's unfortunate that at this point in time, no opposition for Tinubu. Opposition is sleeping. They are not yet awoken. Northern Nigeria is destabilized. Those ones, they are looking for how they can survive. The Western propaganda, they are still struggling with it. They are afraid. Like, Tinubu and Nigerian government, make una come now. Let us, federal government, do something about this propaganda. Because we know even this Israel, say Israel, no, they use here Islamic terrorists and jihad. And if Israel, UK, and the US are planning to use that propaganda to enter Nigeria, most of them that are in northern Nigeria, they will be culprits, like they will be victims. And many of them are guilty because insecurity cannot happen in a place without the support of the people in that place. Yes, northern Nigeria have their own problems. Fulani, they are just destabilized. Instead of Atiku, allow a certain person. Atiku, like normal attitude of Fulani, they don't like anybody, like they want to be on top. They just want to suppress you. And he thinks that he can make any headway. Let's watch. There is nothing that Tinubu has done that the opposition has told us. They are telling us that we will do this differently. There is nothing that Tinubu has done that the opposition is telling us that this particular policy of government, this thing that Tinubu has done, this is what we do. We are waiting. There's not enough time. Yes, it is only the opposition that can drive that revolution. Ordinary people, see, the opposition is very important in democracy. You can just, the opposition, they have the right. You know, some people will tweet against the government. The government will use police, GSS, harass them left, right, center. But as an opposition, a constituted political party, a partisan political party, it will be difficult for them to use their whatever. They can be, if your hand is not clean, they can be using their DSS, EFCC to start trailing you up and down. But looking at it, it is the opposition that needs to stand in the gap to check the government, criticize the government, size the government, and hold the government accountable for everything it does. The people look from the lens of the opposition. Yes, reforms are there. It's going to take a long time. My brother, tell us the whole truth. Tell us whether the money is, how are you, say the other time, the federal government said that the 330 billion naira they dispersed to millions of households. A certain lawyer now sued them to court and said they must provide the register of the people that they sent this money to. After playing hinky panky, left, right, center, waiting for a time, they now came out and said, we want to protect the privacy of the people. That's why we don't want to publish their names. That means the government can just come today, tomorrow, and push out any money and tell us that this is what we did. And if you tell them to be accountable, privacy, privacy, privacy. Naim, that is the way they will use and chop their money. It will take another government to come and probe who. Is it Tinubu that you probe? Have you seen them probe president before? Okay, even though they're probe president, they will just ask them question. You will respect them. Yes, you don't see EFC arrest former president. You don't see say former president go kiri or go prison. Abi they sleep. So APC, they are doing a lot of things. Now them be the reporter. Now them be the editor. Now them be the newsreader. Anything information they give you, APC now the producer. Whether it's true or not, whether it is verifiable or not. Now them be the gatekeeper. That is the reasons why the opposition is needed. But yet we have opposition. One of the worst oppositions in the history of Nigeria. And when tomorrow come now, and the opposition feel now, they will expect Nigeria to have pity for them. And Tinubu will do this. Now that you are supposed to be up and doing, you refuse to be up and doing. You are moving up and down, doing things that are irrelevant. Look at the Obedient movement. We thought the Obedient movement would be a stronger movement to hold Tinubu down, pin them down, and hold them accountable. But because of the conduct of the leadership and the opposition, people that are supposed to help defend, stand for the Obedient movement, most of them are keeping quiet, standing on the fence. Most of them are not saying anything. There are so many things that Tinubu is doing that is not good, but yet you cannot leverage on that because you people, the selfishness one would do now. That's why Northern Nigeria, you cannot join them in any revolution. Their politicians, you cannot join them in any. They are so selfish and self-centered. It is all about them. When they have any alliance with Southern Nigeria, they are so pompous and self-centered. It is all about them. And it go clear for Atiku eyes. 2027 they come. He wants to be the face of the opposition. It go clear for his eyes. When he reach election day, you see the abracadabra, Tinubu go do am. He thinks in a PDP. PDP get the structure. Which structure ADC get? Which money they get? Which structure and which money they get? How do you want to even stand with the Tinubu financially? You don't lose Akwa Ibom State. You don't lose Delta State. You don't lose River State. So how do you want to stand now and say this is what we are doing as ADC? If you like, when I get money to waste, go and waste your money. But I will still say it, and I will say it over and over again, that the Northern Nigeria, the kind of politics they are playing by 2027, most of them, 80% of Northern politicians will be irrelevant politically. And they will rely on the empire of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a Yoruba man, a Southern president, that they detest so much. It is through his own lineage, or the political lineage, that he will bring another person that become Nigeria president from the same Northern Nigeria amongst them. You see, every man has a price, even these Northerners. Because of the selfish ambition, they are destroying themselves. Let them continue. Let them continue. You understand that very soon, the likes of Atiku will fade away. The likes of Erufai will fade away. The likes of Kwankwaso will fade away. New breed of youngsters will be, they will give them PR. You know what it is? You know what PR is? They will give them public relations. They will paint them well for your eyes. They will make them look like saints. You can't like them. You can't like APC. You want to APC? You can't like them. They go pay a lot of people to do PR, influence for them. They will jettison all this at presidency they don't see. Let them continue in their folly. They have now the time to come together, act together, and make sure that they put Tinubu on their toes. Don't make it be like a walkover 2027. Let us address issues. Let's bring knowledgeable people that understand the economy and understand what is going on, and let them analyze. Let's not be biased. If you want to push propaganda, push a propaganda that has substance. Propaganda that has, substance. May God help Nigerians.